of things now. I'm getting older. I like to call it Italian Alzheimer's. I forget everything except the grudges. You know, we're Italian. Pixie speaks with her hands a lot. She's always going a mile a minute. She broke her wrist a couple of years ago and she developed a speech impediment. She just stood there going, You know, when I was preparing to get married, I went to my dad and I said, hey, what do I need to know? How do I make this marriage successful? He says, you need to know 2 words. Yes, dear. Which struck me as kind of curious because I never heard him say that to my mother. So I go to my off-the-boat Italian grandfather and I say to him, hey, what do I need to know to make this work? He goes, this girl, she's Italian. I says, yeah. He goes, she's a Sicilian? I says, yeah. He goes, you can tell a lot about this girl by the way she uses her hands. I said, how so, Papa? Tell me. He goes, well, if her hands are wrapped around your throat, she's probably pissed off. The 3 most frightening words in any marriage, I was thinking. The last time she was thinking, it cost me 50 grand to put an addition onto the house. Over the years, I've learned there's 4 stages to marriage. One is the newlywed stage. You're going at it like bunnies, a lot of sexual innuendo, playful banter. It's the best. The second is happy. The sex is good and the sex is frequent. What do you get? Let us in. We hear mommy screaming Yahtzee. We want to play too. The third stage is amused. You look at each other, you're feeling kind of amorous, you run to the bedroom, you rip your clothes off, and you just crack up laughing because gravity's a bitch. And the last stage is the tolerance stage. That's where all that playful banter of your youth has turned into a bit of bickering. And at this point, you have what I like to call hallway sex. You just walk by each other and go, fuck you. You know, one of the observations I have after being married for 40 years and being around a lot of Italian women all my life, they talk incessantly. It's as if they never breathe. I believe they could breathe through their ear, which blows out their whole argument about giving head and not being able to breathe. You know, I thought this whole aging thing would take a lot longer. I would rather go through puberty again and deal with pimples than go through this old age stuff and deal with arthritis. You know, everything it feels terrible. I went to the doctor and the doctor says, you know, you're going to have to learn to deal with it. It's going to make everything stiff. Not so. Not so. You know you're the oldest one in the family when you're the only one that has a landline. I've got that kitchen drawer with the OFDs, you know, the old fart devices, the magnifying glass, and the thing to open the jars. Anybody here fans of cannabis? Anybody like any? So you guys are the fanabis. I used to indulge a lot. Now not so much, because if I want to feel high, I just jump up off the chair real quick.